Close your eyes. Now imagine standing under a sky dusted with stars, each one potentially a sun to distant worlds. Cold air brushes your skin, and you can almost feel the immensity pressing down on you, like gravity from beyond. There's a silence, not just in sound, but in expectation. An absence that feels like a presence. Millions of galaxies, billions of planets, trillions of chances. So why? Is it so quiet? This question doesn't just haunt dreamers and sci-fi writers. It tortures scientists. It keeps astronomers pacing under the glow of control panels, watching data streams that never blink back. Observatories in deserts. Dishes pointed at the black. Waiting. Always waiting. Because according to everything we know about the age of the universe, the number of stars, and the sheer abundance of potentially habitable planets, we should have heard something by now. A signal, a pulse, a whisper across the stars, even static with an irregular beat. A flicker that tells us, you're not alone. But all we get is silence. This is what's known as the Great Silence, the echoing absence behind the infamous Fermi paradox. A paradox named after physicist Enrico Fermi, who once asked during a casual lunch conversation, "Where is everybody?" He knew the math, the probabilities, the timelines. The universe should be teeming with civilizations. Yet when we point our most sensitive instruments toward the heavens, nothing answers. The silence is deafening and, strangely, almost personal, as if the cosmos has turned its face from us, or never intended to look in our direction at all. Let me walk you through a few unsettling possibilities. One answer? Maybe they were here, and now they're gone. Advanced civilizations could have emerged, flourished, and fallen long before Earth even formed. Stellar empires might have burned bright and vanished, erased by supernovae, rogue AIs, or their own hubris. Perhaps some reached their limits and simply chose sleep. We might just be late to the party, and the party ended billions of years ago. Their ruins, city-sized satellites, artificial moons, monoliths older than continents, could be drifting quietly among the stars. Dead beacons orbiting forgotten suns. Signals coded in radiation patterns we mistake for background noise. A galactic graveyard. Silent. Invisible to us. But maybe it's not just about who came before. Maybe they're still here, just hiding. Enter the dark forest theory, first introduced by Chinese author Liu Cixin in his 2008 novel, The Dark Forest. Though fictional, the theory has captivated scientists and philosophers alike for its chilling logic and implications about cosmic survival. The theory imagines the universe as a vast, pitch-black forest. Every civilization is a hunter tiptoeing through the underbrush. The leaves are silent. The ground absorbs sound, and the trees hold watchers. Every sound is a risk, because in this forest, to reveal yourself is to invite danger. Imagine you're alone in a forest at night. You don't know who else is out there, but you know this: if you make a sound, something might find you. Something stronger, something smarter, something that sees you not as a neighbor, but as prey. So you stay silent. You hold your breath. You dim your lights. And maybe that's exactly what everyone else is doing. In this view, silence isn't mystery, it's strategy. It's instinct. But here's the terrifying thought. What if something already heard us? Think about it. We've been leaking signals into space for over a century. TV broadcasts, military radar, radio waves. Each transmission expanding like a growing sphere, spreading out across light years. A beacon of chaos and curiosity. What if those signals, drifting like breadcrumbs into the void, reach something that doesn't value conversation, only observation? What if the silence is them listening back? Then there's another unsettling idea. Maybe we're simply not listening in the right way. Or worse, we're not capable of understanding what we're hearing. What if advanced life communicates using forms of physics we haven't discovered yet? What if their messages aren't sound or radio, but pulses of dark energy, gravitational signatures, or patterns in the quantum foam? Maybe their language is geometry, or time. We could be like fish in a bowl, staring out through curved glass, never realizing the knocking we hear is someone trying to say hello. Now comes perhaps the most chilling idea of all. What if Earth is in quarantine? A kind of cosmic isolation, deliberate, intentional. We could be part of a silent experiment, observed, cataloged, controlled, but never contacted. Not yet. Some call this the zoo hypothesis, the idea that higher civilizations have noticed us, but are choosing to let us evolve naturally, unspoiled by contact. They watch, but they do not interfere. Others believe the silence is a test. That contact comes only when a species proves it is ready, not with tech, but with character. Maybe civilizations are measured not by their machines, but by their mercy, by their ability to look into the darkness and not fear, but wonder, because intelligence without wisdom can be dangerous. And perhaps the galaxy has learned that the hard way. Or maybe the answer is even more awe-inspiring. We truly are the first flicker of awareness in a still sleeping universe, the first to dream, the first to name stars. In that case, the silence isn't a warning. It's a beginning, and the stars aren't ignoring us. They're waiting for us to rise, to listen, to speak. Because if we are alone, then we are also it, the ambassadors of life, the bearers of memory, meaning, and message. But here's the final thought. What if we break the silence? And what answers isn't what we expect? Will we recognize the message? Or would it be a scream across dimensions, something meant to be buried in silence, never meant to be heard? Or worse, what if the silence itself is the message? So next time you look at the sky, ask yourself, is someone out there watching back? Or are you the first dream of a sleeping universe? And if we are truly alone, then what kind of story will we write in silence? Subscribe for more stories that awaken the unknown, and explore the playlist for mysteries that stretch beyond Earth.